Why do you think that when it comes to styling, most especially, there's a lot of attention given to the woman than the guy?
So I feel like the woman is the owner of the wedding shower. That's what I
But the
feel.
man is one paying half the
Mm,
time.
okay.
Sometimes.
That's how I feel. Please.
Right,
That is
okay.
how I feel. Honest, that's how I feel. But
It's
then
holiday.
again, there are actually ways that we can, balance these things. I have a lot of people that I look up to in the industry and I've seen their works and usually they balance it. I've not seen Style Infidence work and I don't see the groom looking
Yes.
red.
I give it to Styling Fidel. He knows how to.
Satosin.
Yeah.
Thank you. So then, because he actually gives me the okay, he knows what he's doing. So maybe it's the other people that don't know what they are doing. I think this.
All right, welcome. It's another amazing, interesting episode of Secret Behind the Scenes. Now, I remember randomly surfing the internet, right? And I came across the word bridezilla. And I was like, it caught my attention. I was like, what is this? So I looked it up and I realized, it simply means a bride who is cranky on her wedding day, who is just crazy, who even before the wedding day just goes off on all her vendors, basically. And could be really, really annoying, right? And then my sister's wedding happened. And then it hit me. I said, oh, you are a bridezilla, dear sister, because she was going crazy, on all her vendors. And it just made me have a certain type of warmth and respect. Honestly, I think that's the word. Respect for everybody who works with a bride, whether you be a hairstylist, a stylist for the dress, the designer, the cake vendor, the event planner, especially event planners, the event planner, whatever, makeup artist, basically. And I said, you know what? I think I want to have a conversation with someone who works with brides, because I know brides can be very difficult. Yeah, and today I will be speaking with someone who works, directly with brides. I have a ton of questions. Why does everything that has bride attached to it so expensive? That and many other questions I have for this person today. But we're just chit chatting, to be honest. Adeola, right?
Yes, Adeola.
Adeola is with me in the studio, and she is the brain behind Style by Adeola. How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you for. I like your necklace. You look
Thank
cute.
you.
Thank you for coming on the
Thank you
show.
so much.
I know that it's hard sometimes. Working with human beings generally can be very difficult, and then a woman that is planning her wedding, I can only but imagine. But let's start from the beginning, right? Did you always want to set out to be a bridal stylist?
Not exactly.
Okay.
I started from working with event planners as event coordinators. But because of I have people's management skills, they would always just put me with the bride.
Okay.
Or stay with the bride, manage the bride, because I know how to manage people. So from there, I was able to pick interest in, okay, I think I like what I do for the bride. It was that time it was bridal pamper. That was what they call it. Just manage the bride, pack their dresses together. Ensure that they have the checklist of what they're going to be needing. Just follow up with the bride, basically, just to ease their attention. So from there, I was able to pick interest in, okay, why don't I just expand this interest? So I'm like, okay, let me do bridal styling. And that was how I started off from, okay, talking to brides and say, okay, let me just put your look together. Since I'm there reminding you of, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that, why not put the whole look together? So I started taking courses about bridal styling. I had to intern with some people in the industry before I started on my own.
Okay, because styling on its own is very broad and it's a lot of work. And then having to work with a bride, because I know that my sister's marriage. I pity that event planner and bridal stylist, because she went through a lot. Today she wakes up, I want this. Tomorrow it's like, no, I think I've changed my mind. I want the other one.
That's like the major problem.
How and I like that you mentioned you have people management skills. How do you manage a bride that is indecisive?
So I think brides generally are indecisive.
Okay.
Like, because it's just you saying you want something, then you just on a Saturday, you just surfing through the internet, you're seeing another style on somebody, and you're like, this will look good. I just forward it to my DM and say, what do you think? I'm like, wow, how did you get here again? Now, what do I think as how? But again, I think from consultation, you'd already know what the bride wants. So even when they have like other interests, you know how to manage their other interests and say, okay, I think this was what we set out to do. If you want this, it can work. But these are the complications to it. Maybe you do not have the body, maybe you don't have the courage for this. So let's just stick to what we've spoken about during consultation. However, if you still want some elements of what you've been seeing, we can bring them in. Maybe just change the bouquet. Just always let them know that, okay, you are open to, you're not rigid. You can be very flexible, but then still take your stand. You don't have the body for this style. This is what we're going to go with. But again, we can use another earring for you. So just, be flexible as much as you can, and also make them just, confide in you. Let them feel comfortable that, okay, she's not going to say no. She's going to say, it can work. But then again, if it doesn't work, it's not going to be on me. So that alone will just make them say, okay, I'm going to manage. But then, I've worked a lot of indecisive brides, a lot. In fact, December, oh jeez.
I cannot be imagined.
Okay, let's just continue. Let's just continue.
But have you ever been in a position where you have to educate or make someone understand the need for your job? Because this is the truth.
Okay.
A girl could, I mean, let me use my stats wedding because I saw a lot in that wedding. I can imagine my mom saying, why do you need bridal for what? Pick the design. We'll go to the tailor. You go to the market to buy the material, go to tailor and make the clothes. What's the girl doing that? It's out of the why we're spending money. So have you ever been in a position where you have to really educate people as to why your job is important?
Yes. So I think I do that all the time.
Okay.
All the time, because usually it used to be event planners doing the job.
All of that, yeah.
Yes, having to suggest styles and designers to their client. So now that there is a bridal style, now you're not a designer, you're a bridal stylist. They just feel like, why am I getting a bridal stylist when I already have a designer? But again, when you have to explain to them, okay, so these are the issues, you need to be put together. When you see amazing things on internet, you would see that there's a bridal stylist there that was, behind the scene, putting things together. It goes beyond just putting people say, okay, post like this. No, it's a lot of work, from fabric sourcing, from, accessory shopping, from just trying to just, put things together. It's a lot of creative work, to be fair. So if you want to be exceptionally, great on your wedding, I feel you need a stylist so that, just easing you of all the mental stress that comes with having to think about what to wear or how to do it. So that's I do that all the time. I all the time. To siblings of the bride, they be like, I can't do this now. And then I'll follow it to the market. I'm like, okay, if you feel she can, but honestly, you need these people to just, be at the forerunner of, putting things together, basically. So yeah, that's.
Do you have a no refund policy for your business?
Do I have
a no refund policy for your business?
No.
Okay, so you can refund.
Not 100% refund.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that to ask this question. Have you ever been in a situation where you're like, you know what? I don't want your money again. I'm not doing this thing. I'm tired. You see this particular bride? I don't do it again.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yes, I have been in that position a lot of times. So there was one. So I like to work with people that are not my friends. I'm so sorry. Apologies to all of my friends because it's difficult working with friends. That's just it. So I had my friend I was supposed to style, started the journey from like the beginning of the year, and the wedding was like the end of the year. And it was a long 10 months of putting things together, changing things. And I'm just like, okay, can we stop? Like, can we just stop? See, I don't mind refunding you of all of the monies that you have paid me. I am not doing it again. Because sometimes it gets really overwhelming, putting things together, then, showing them to family and friends, then bringing to me their suggestions. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You're my client. But however, allow me do my job. I got so tired and I'm like, okay, just stay. Like, we took a break actually, because we took a break. I'm like, okay, so let's take a break. We'll come back 3 weeks to the wedding. And if you feel like there's still a need to be a stylist, of course I'm going to be aboard. But if not, I'm going to refund you your money and we're just going to. So I guess she understood and she also, stayed away. Then she came back and was like, okay, she would abide by rules. I'm like, okay, no problem. Let's continue. But it was so overwhelming. I do vex. But I'm like, okay, his customers are always right.
Friends and see finish is a problem. I cannot understand.
Let's not go there.
So there's this thing I saw online, and I said I was going to ask you when I met you, right? Because of course, one, you work with brides, and two, I think you're in a place where you can answer the question, right? Very simple question. I said online, I said, this is a very interesting conversation. I had my own thoughts and view about it, but on the other hand, I'm like, this other party too did not really do anything. So this is the gist. I feel like you've heard it before, but I'll say it regardless. So, makeup artist comes online and is ranting. What's why she ranting? That a lady walked into her makeup shop and do makeup. I ask her how much is makeup. She said, auntie, makeup is at 30k.
Okay.
She said, okay, I want to do day makeup.
Okay.
The girl sat down. You did day makeup for her. She got up and left.
Okay.
Only for you to now see the picture later that this girl was a bride. And that makeup you do was a bridal. She used it. It wasn't bridal makeup, but she used it for her wedding. She was not venting that it's not fair, that it's wicked, that the woman has to come and, pay her, money for bridal makeup. They were not asking us, online family.
Okay.
Say, who is to blame? Is it the bride that is wicked? Is it the makeup
party
that is
inconsiderate?
In your own wisdom. Also from working with brides. Your infinite wisdom. Also from working with brides generally. What would you say in that kind of situation?
So to be fair, rendering a service is more than what you're paying for that service. That's what I feel.
Obviously, yeah.
It's a lot. So, and I know people are going to say that, what's the difference between a bridal makeup and a normal makeup? But because it's a bridal makeup, there are more attention to details. There are just a lot of things that have to come together, for you to be able to bring out whatever it is that a stylist or the photographer itself is, trying to show to the world. So don't do that. That's just what I have to say. Don't do that.
Do it. The bride should do it.
Yes, the bride should not do that.
So the bride is to blame.
Yes, she's to be blamed because it's a different thing if you come and say, okay, I want to do a bridal makeup. I don't have such money. Can you give me a discount? And in my heart, I'm saying, okay, let me be a good person.
So you support that the makeup the woman should balance the makeup?
Not balance, but then next time, let's not just do that. Honestly, it's not fair. It's not fair. Makeup products are very, very expensive.
That's the wickedness now. So that makeup products are expensive.
Okay.
You now charge me. Say I came and say I want to make up 6,000 naira.
Okay.
Good. I sat down. You did makeup. That was very beautiful. I paid you your money.
Okay.
Right. Now you are angry that I used the makeup for wedding. Is the makeup free? No, that's number one.
Okay.
Did I owe you money? No, I paid you in full.
Okay.
Why are you angry? What was so my one question was, why are you so pained about the fact that it was used for a wedding when it's not like they did not pay you for your job? And then someone was telling me, that Charles, like you rightly said, that certain products are expensive and blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, yes, those products are expensive, but were they used? No, they were not. It's a different case where I want bridal makeup. You don't pay me, the money is not complete. Or whatever, right? Or I don't know how to, but you didn't use the so-called expensive products on this client, which is also one thing I think that is I also want to ask you, which I think is really funny. Why is it that everything associated with bridal is expensive?
So from my own personal view, I feel like everybody works with a budget.
Okay.
Honestly, I've had clients that have little budgets and were able to come up with something great. So
little, what is little?
Let's say
2 million, 3 million.
No, it's not up to that for my own service.
Okay, for your service.
Yes, but then for other things that they've had to do, people have taste. It's not on the vendors, it's on the clients.
Based on your budget.
Yes, most of the time it's the bride wanting Vicky James style with, it's them, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've seen a lot of people say, okay, I don't have money for my wedding, but I want this. And I'm like, it's going to be expensive. If you want something cheap, then do low budget wedding. Low budget wedding. And everybody should go home. But if you want something really, really class and expensive, you will spend money.
Right.
You will spend money. So it's just, so that's where the style also comes in. Managing your clients. So if you don't have money and you want to sew a wedding dress, then I'll say, okay, why not rent the dress since it's a one-day event? Why not speak to somebody that has a dress and let's revamp the person's dress? So, oh, you've seen this dress, you like it, okay, let's tweak one or two things in this dress and you can still wear it again. That's a new style already. That's where I come in to say, okay, you like this ashoke, let's not buy it, let's rent it. But then we can maybe change
people
the
rent
hand.
ashoke.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I know of bridal dresses, but I never knew.
Even reception outfit as well, you can rent. So I have a lot of bridal stores in Lagos that do rent that. So that's where I come in and tell you that, okay, if you don't have money to buy or to, we can rent these dresses. Actually, okay, we can tweak. We can change the hand, the flare, then alter to your size. Then we have our event. And once we are done, we return back in good pieces. So that's the way I have to come and say, okay, we don't have to spend this amount of money for this. You can compromise to this. We can, instead of having like a 3 outfits for your pre-wedding, we can have 2. And the 2 are going to be great as well. You don't have to do 3, you don't have to do 4. At the end of the day, I don't see why you're using that except for decor or for Instagram. But at the end of the day, even the blogs will just post like 2 and say go and read the remaining on the website. So why are we, pressuring ourselves basically? So that's just it, Sean.
So does your styling services also cover the men?
Yes, it does. But the only I don't think it's a problem. But when I was setting out, it was just for brides alone, but I had to just expand to accommodate men. But the major reason why I probably might not see that on my page now is because I don't have like staffs yet, because I have problem with the brides feeling insecure about a female stylist. So
right. Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of times.
So they wouldn't want
a female stylist
to style their men.
So I have to just get like a groom assistant. So I can't do the styling, but I'm not going to be there that day to say, oh, this and this and this. I just get a groom stylist to say, okay, you just go and assist the groom.
You've done that before?
Yes, you used to put the look. By the end of the day, still, even chatting with the groom to ask him questions. And the bride just like, why she talking to you? Why she there? I'm like, okay, please smile. I thought, me know I'm my damn.
But you're not married now. You should calm down.
It's work that we're doing. Why is he chatting you? Let me see what she. Then just, hello, I'm this person's wife. Okay, let's take it from here. I'm like,
really?
Okay, sorry, ma. No harm, but it's my client. You can also be my client if you want to be. So I try to just take both. So I don't do like for the groom alone. I also want to know the bride. So if I'm not working with the bride, I still want to know the bride just to feel very safe and let everything just be in the record. Yeah. So before someone come and call me out on social media and say I'm chatting their supposed to be husband 11 p.m.
Voila.
Because of styling. So yeah.
So why do you think that when it comes to styling, most especially, there's a lot of attention given to the woman than the guy? Because I mean, the guy also has to get ready. And this is the question I had with somebody too.
Okay.
Just like, even on social media, I'm sorry, I don't want to mention names, but there is a popular, designer who's getting married, and I feel like the way it's going and the way I see the content and everything, believe me, I feel like it is her birthday party, as opposed to it being a wedding where both bride and groom should be, you know what I mean. So why does it always look like that?
So I feel like the woman is the owner of the wedding shower. That's why I feel.
But the man is one paying half the time.
Okay.
Sometimes
that's how I feel. Please.
Right.
That is how I feel. Honestly, that's how I feel. But then again, there are actually ways that we can, balance these things. I have a lot of people that I look up to in the industry, and I've seen their works, and usually they balance it. I've not seen Style Infidels work, and I don't see the groom looking red. I
give it to Style Infidel. He knows how to. Yeah.
Thank you. So then, because it actually gives me he knows what he's doing. So maybe it's the other people that don't know what they are doing. I think this, but then again, they're always carrying the groom along, and that is how it should be, because You can't just allow the groom just look anyhow. Then the bride is shining. For
Shining.
the end of the day, it's my wedding. It's our wedding.
Our wedding.
We're going to be seeing the pictures everywhere. I'm like, what am I looking like? My husband's belt is not put together. I can't post such pictures. So let everything be moderate. Let's try and get a groom stylist for the bride, for the groom as well. Maybe not as expensive as the bridal stylist, but then again, somebody should also just help him put his look together as well, and make it come together.
What is the worst experience you've had as a bridal stylist? And I'm saying worst experience. It could be maybe working with a bride. It could also be just the vendors you used for this bride.
Okay.
What's the worst
experience?
Yeah, you've had maybe wardrobe malfunction or the outfit didn't arrive in time. Whatever. I don't know.
I've actually had a lot, but there's this particular one that I would always make reference to.
Right.
So at the time in my career, a friend had reached out to me to say, "Oh, Adeola, I want you to style me for my wedding." I was very excited. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, now let's do it." So I given her my rate card, and she was like, "It's so expensive, oh. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "My dear, it's the work, styling." I said, "No, is it because I'm moving with celebrities? That is why I feel like I can charge such amounts of money." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Okay, my love, that's what I can do. That's what I can do. This is not only me. I have people that I'm also going to pay. Styling is not just putting looks together. I illustrate as well."
Oh, wow.
Yes, I illustrate a lot of designs, and it's not one. I illustrate one thing today. I come and say, "You want to change that? I have to clean it and start again." So it's a lot of work on my end. You get? I know my job, so I'm not going to compromise on my price. If you feel that you want to patronize your friend, please pay the amount of money that I've given you. Then she's like, "Oh, sorry, she shouldn't be able to pay, and she doesn't have such money. It's too ridiculous. I'm not even there yet." She used that word. "I'm not even there yet." So what am I saying? I'm like, "Okay, everybody can say what they want." I'm like, "Sorry." So after like 7 months, a friend of mine in the industry, I reached out to me and said, "I have this wedding that I need like an extra hand. Please, you have to help me." I'm like, "Okay. How much are you going to pay me?" She said she'll pay me X amount of money. I'm like, "Okay, it's not bad. Since the wedding is just like in 2 months or in 1 month, I'll come on board." Which I did. I came on board, and we started the whole process together and everything. So some weeks to the wedding, I asked her, "Okay, who is the bride? Like, who is the bride?" "It's one girl. We'll have a meeting. I'll show you the girl." So we had the meeting, and it was virtual, but I could not on my camera because I was in another meeting. But I'd seen the face. I'm like, "Okay."
That's your friend.
No. I'm like, "Interesting. Okay." So, but then she didn't know it was me that was on the call. But she was like, "Hi, nice to meet you." I'm like, "Hi, nice to meet you too." I was just there. Okay, no problem. Then we had done a final fittings. So I wanted her to see me. So I had come for that fitting. She had seems like, "Jola, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm fine. No, how are you?" "Oh, are you the Jola on the call?" I'm like, "Yes, so my sister." She's like, "Bawoni." I'm like, "I'm fine. Congratulations." Say thank you. Everything. So I had asked my friend, that brought me on Jota, "How much did she pay you?" When she told me the price, I do shock. You do shock me.
But they said that you are cost.
The money that I had asked her to pay was 7 times the money she had paid this person. Wow. And the money that I was paid to come on job was twice the money
I
had charged her to pay.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
So what?
So then the wedding had come. I didn't post about the wedding. I didn't even, So there was just one day on Twitter that I got so triggered about these people undermining people's value, and I had come to just put everything out on Twitter. I didn't tag anyone to do, but of course, she knew I was the one. She comes to my DM to say, "Oh, I told you I was sorry about that. How would you carry me?" I said, "I didn't carry you on Twitter."
Let me show your name.
I just say, and the tweet really blew. I think I got about 16K. Everybody was just commenting, "That's true. People are always doing that." I'm like, that at a point in my career, when I go back over that, I was like, okay, see, just do you.
What were just
offer value. I love value. And just do you. Call your price. Somebody out there will pay. Don't compromise on anything because somebody say you're expensive. At the end of the day, I've had love instead. Somebody tell me, "You don't have this amount of money," and they're paying a photographer for 4.5 million, and you can't pay me for less than $1 million. Come on now, we're friends. Do you get? So I'm also going to be a celebrity one day if it is by celebrity. So just do you and call your price. People will pay. They have the money. They're just trying to. So since then, one of the it's a lot though, but let me just give you that one. Just that one.
I will not hear this my life in this this industry, but it's interesting.
But yeah, that's one.
What is your who is your go-to designer for like bridal dresses? If you had to pick like your top 3 bridal dress designers.
That I might not have worked with them before.
Yeah, but you just really like.
Yeah. Okay. So there is Prudence.
Okay, no Prudence.
That's Prudence. Because of there's just this simplicity that comes with her, and I really, really love her work. I'm open to working with her very soon. I love Tubo. Yeah.
I love Tubo.
Yes. I love Tubo so much. There's just this,
This is class with her outfits.
You can't just copy. I'm sorry. Yeah. It is Tubo. When you see a Tubo, you will know this is a Tubo dress. And I'm trying to think of that. I have like so many people flying through my mind right now, but there is it Anuko now? Is it Anuko? Is it Anuko or Aluko? I'm trying to remember, but she's also somebody that I really, really like. In fact, I'm going to wear one of her collection for my wedding.
Oh, wow.
She's done it so effortlessly and very constant. I've known her since my days in uni, and she has not changed.
Amazing.
Luxury and class. There's not so much going on, but there's too much going on. Yeah, so these are like my top 3.
Okay.
I would like to work with.
So how do you how if someone wants to book a bridal stylist or books you, for example?
Okay.
What is the process like?
Usually starts from consultation. Basically, I can't do anything without consultation.
Okay.
So once you reach out to me, then usually before I do charge for consultation, but now I just want to know people. So I want to know people's style. For me, it's a way of growing my knowledge. That's how I feel. So I want to know your style. I want to know a lot of people's style. So once we do consult, I know your taste. I know what you want. Then from there, I can now advise on the type of body you have, what will actually work. And I also do that by, providing 1 or 2 sketches for you, just to see that I can do the job. Then from there, we move to payments policy. I send you my brochure, just my previous work as well, then my rate card. So once we agree on the price, terms and condition, very, very important. I'm not going to draw more than 4 drawings for you. You just know, because it's not
because you're coming back.
Because they feel like it's just close your eyes and do the sketch. So no, I have to sit. I have to be in that creative mood to be able to put something for you. So if I've done 1, I've done 2. By the 3rd one, just know that I can't come back again because I'm not gonna do anything.
If you want me to draw, you can draw more, but more money.
Maybe, but maybe you should just take the pencil and just circle what you want. But I'm not going to use my pen to do anything for you again. So from there, there's a refund policy as well. I try to be very considerate, honestly, because I feel like anything can happen. That's just it. Anything can happen to anybody. So I try to do refund policy, but I have to know 1 month ahead of your cancellation. So I refund you 40% out of your money back to you.
So is this important for a bridal stylist to be at the wedding from the beginning to the end of the wedding?
It's not important from the beginning. So it just depends on how the wedding is going to go. But I don't think I have to be at the wedding till the end of the wedding, except if the bride has to change like a lot of outfits. And in such cases, I have a lot of assistants. I just say, okay, I let the bride know from the beginning that for your engagement, for your wedding dress, I'm going to be available to put that together in case of. So it's not only putting clothes together, also picture perfect. I have to be there to ensure that because I create mood boards for pictures as well. So I want you to post into particular dress. So I communicate that to the photographer, and luckily for me, I usually know photographers before I work with them. So I just let them know that I have a mood board in mind. Do you have anything in mind? So we share together and I put them together. So I have to ensure that all of those poses are taken and well taken. So So it's not just putting dresses together,
Right.
basically.
Right.
So
So on days where you have like multiple bookings, I don't know how you book,
okay.
but if say for example on a day you have like 3-4 weddings, how do you?
I don't think I've ever had. I think I've just had two.
So how do you even do 2? Because that's a lot.
God's strength is there
So you
for
move
me.
from here to there.
So I try to be transparent with my clients because I've seen a lot of makeup artists, or other vendors, having too many clients and trying to rush from one place, and the bride is waiting, and I try to let them know that, okay, I have 2 clients this day, but I'm going to be available. If you can just trust me. If I say I'm going to come, I'm going to come. So before I come, maybe my stance is there doing, just letting me know, okay, you have to be on your way now, you have to be on your way now. Then I leave and I come, do what I want to do, then go back home. So
Right.
I
Okay.
try to do as much
Fantastic.
I can do.
Give us a. I know say you cost. Yeah, not a cheap bridal stylist. Well, give us like an estimate of what it will cost to book you as a bridal stylist for a wedding.
So
An average cost, maybe.
an average cost for 2 looks
Okay.
is 400.
Oh, okay. It's reasonable.
Yes, for 2 looks is 400, and there's also a complimentary for just picking Ashebi for bridesmaid. That is don't just not style for your bridesmaid though, because
Just speaking the truth.
I'm not going to do that. Just also help you do fabric sourcing for your bridesmaid as well. So
Okay.
which is
Okay. You stay within budget.
the-
Very.
well,
yeah, but this has been a very interesting conversation. Thank you for coming. I think that I'm clearer on certain things, and I think that if anybody who's watching who wants to be married or hopes to be married would learn some things and understand that also bridal stylists are human beings as well. Like this, they have it's not water, it's blood rushing through their veins. At some point at my sister's wedding, I had to pull her. Imagine a bride on her wedding. I had to send everybody in her room out, lock the door, and literally scream at her. I'm like, you need to calm down. These people are human beings. You won't get the best of them if you keep treating them like this. They're not animals. We know that your husband he has paid whatever, but they're still human beings. If you want them to work, allow them to work. And it's not, and you know what was even annoying me with her situation? It's not that they were not working. It's just that they were not working. So my sister is a choleric. If she tells you I'm going to be here by 10 a.m., my sister will be there by 9:45. That's the kind of person she is. She and the way she knows that, of course, no two human beings are alike, but she just believes that if you're going to work with me, you have to be like that. Like, I'm not going to come and waste my time. And so Nigeria, they do show hashege.
I don't think it's been difficult. Sorry to cut you, because aside my styling job, I also have a 9 to 5 where I head business.
Right. Okay.
And I am not going to.
No,
I feel like I'm also going to be a very difficult bride. Actually, like I've been trying to just like you can't do these things this way.
But I understand. So I understand. I can't believe I'm fighting for vendors. I understand your ethic
Okay.
as a human being.
Okay.
But I also think that you should also give leeway to other human beings. Things can happen.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Because I'm a
that
vendor,
they gave you.
Because I'm a vendor, I will keep quiet. But again, if I'm paying you for a service and tell you to come there by 10, come there by 10. That's just it.
Oh yeah.
I paid you for the service. Make it work.
So
just make it work.
I don't feel like it's too much. Like okay, you said 10 a.m. and you were prepped. You as an individual, you were seated. They didn't force you.
Okay.
You sat down and put ring lights by yourself by 9:50. The makeup artist told that she will be there for 10. She then comes in at maybe 10:05 and you are screaming the world down. The girl hasn't even started the work. How will she even now?
Why did she not sleep in the place? If you know she was going to come 10:05. See, again, I'm not trying to justify any. I just feel like wedding vendors needs to be more disciplined.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I've seen a lot of.
I agree.
I've been an event coordinator since when I was 17 or 16. Started from ushering to event coordinator. So I've seen a lot of. When I say a lot, I'm not like a lot of vendors, and they are very crazy. So you have to also be.
I should show them
you can't do that to me.
Down to her food. Let me shock you. So she said she wanted to have, because my sister grew up abroad, so she wanted to have a food tasting before the wedding. We see in Nigeria.
Okay.
Event planner say, "Malaya kuku pay no wala. Let's do event. Let's do food tasting." That food tasting was like a whole event on its own. Don't even get me started. So we get there. She said what she wanted for that day was she wanted to see a mock. See when event planners has to start asking, "Madam, what do you mean by mock?" So she wants to see like a mock decor. What her decor will be like. She wants to see what the plating will be like. She wants to taste the food of the vendor, although the cake, everything. So it was a whole setup. The people who were doing drinks were there. Everybody was around, right? We came, we tasted the food, the whole spread that was on the thing. And for me, I'm not a foodie with an uppity palate. My palate is very Nigerian. Do you understand? My sister is very, this has to, okay, fine, but she likes the food. She said she was gonna go with the food vendor, drink everything. So fine, wedding day, she's doing her makeup and everything. Of course, cranky as hell, but God was helping us. Then she said she wanted to eat, and that she was going to eat the food that was going to be served at the wedding. I said, by this time, I don't know that that the food is ready. But, as the brother of the bride, let me help.
Try.
I called the event planner. She said, oh, yeah, the food is coming. I already discussed it the day before. Okay, fantastic. So the food came and she served it. First of all, as they opened the plate, my sister said that the color of the food is different from the one they posted that day. But it's okay. You see what I'm saying? You see I was like, what is wrong with this girl? Then she said that she also doesn't, that, you know what, she's not going to be dramatic. That my sister doesn't like hot food. So, okay, it's fine. I let the food cool down, then she would take that. She just really hopes. She called the event planner that this food's color looks different and it smells different. She hasn't eaten it because it's hot. And she wants to believe that the taste will be the same. She had done makeup. She had done hair. She was about getting into that robe that I used to take pictures. He said she said, okay, she wants to now taste the food. They brought the food to have her to eat. The drama that happened.
Yes, sweet.
That she must talk to. She said, she called me. Can you come and taste this food? I tasted it. Honestly speaking, it tastes like jollof rice.
Because it's jollof rice.
What's the problem? It didn't taste like the one of that. I said, I can't remember the one of that day, to be honest. I really can't. But this food tastes good.
Jollof rice.
She's saying, no, this is not. My husband doesn't like spicy. This is too. Do you know they had to call the food woman? She said she wants the event planner on the call and food vendor on the call. The woman that was busy cooking food. But that was the problem, that this food doesn't taste like what she cooked, like what she had. And she doesn't. That's the amount of drama I'm telling you. I'm saying the food eventually came to the wedding. And my sister was just, people were eating. Of course, people will eat.
Because it's jollof rice.
She now called me that she bring the food for her to eat. And I said, please, you are already on stage. We don't need this right now. Like, nobody has complained of anything. It's good food. She said she wants to eat it. We now brought it to her. Oh my God. I busy the person that did it. The same person did small chops. That the prawn cracker, the prawn chops, that the prawn is suffering. The prawn looks like it's suffering. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you don't understand when I say somebody is difficult. She was a witch. She's going to watch this. You were a witch at your wedding. But it is what it is. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. It was nice being on the show.
What's the handle on Instagram?
Stylebyadeola.
Stylebyadeola. So guys, please support book her. She is trusted and proven. When I heard Tossi's name, I said, she do know her work, because Styling Fiddle is really good as well.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Have a great one. That's the end of this episode.
Thank
See you guys.
Bye.